Hey guys, in this month's Disney Rewind, we're going to be talking about Season 3 of The Mandalorian. So before we head into our thoughts and feelings on Season 3 of The Mandalorian, we are most likely definitely going to have some spoilers in here. You have been warned. So, Stephanie, how did you feel about Season 3 of The Mandalorian?
I enjoyed it. I still keep getting confused though because of Boba Fett.
Yeah, we were discussing that literally right before we started filming this. Wait a minute, what season of Mandalorian are we on? Because yeah, there was that one season of Boba Fett and Mandalorian and Grogu were in that, and yeah, we're all a little confused.
And I don't know. I think too, maybe just because of the gap. I just feel like we're on 4.
Yeah,
I've been thinking we're on season 4.
Yeah.
But no, I really enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
Liked our more character development for all of our people.
Mm-hmm.
Just a good storyline as well, with
mm-hmm.
a more of a focus finally on Mandalore and Mandalorians.
Mm-hmm.
More now going to the root of our show.
Mm-hmm. I did like this season. I don't know if it's my favorite season.
I don't think so.
I think I still kind of prefer like season 2 of the show. This season, though I did enjoy this season, I do think it was a bit, I don't know if slow's the right word, just the pacing was a little weird this season.
It was, yeah.
And it's hard, it's hard to explain because the thing is, the pacing was very just kind of scattered and all over the place, but at the same time, some of my favorite episodes were some of just the really random episodes. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like the episode with Dr. Pershing. Mm-hmm. I don't know how you in particular felt about that episode, but that was kind of one of my favorite episodes of the season, was that episode with Dr. Pershing, and that had pretty much nothing to do with the Mandalorian or the Mandalorians or Grogu.
And it's really nothing that we're going to get to until probably next season.
Yeah, or even with the Ahsoka show.
Yeah, because it's like they started something and they didn't finish it. And they didn't even expand on it anymore. Yeah. Which is kind of weird.
Yeah, that episode was one of my favorites. And the thing is, that was one of those episodes that just totally ignored everything else that was going on in the show. But weirdly enough, I liked and enjoyed that episode because it was giving me Andor vibes, because I loved Andor. It was giving me a lot of Andor vibes because I love the inner workings and the politics going on behind the scenes with stuff, because you don't really get to see that in the movies. You know, the movies are so action oriented, and I really love the more political background shenanigans going on with characters and like what the villains are up to and stuff like that. And then another just kind of random episode, like even that one with Jack Black and Lizzo. Once again, that was kind of an episode that really had nothing until the very end with the saber, the dark saber. You know, that was really the only useful thing out of that episode was the dark saber. But yeah, my favorite episodes were kind of just the random scattering of kind of strange episodes. But at the same time, because of that, it made for a very disjointed, uneven, kind of scattered season. So it's kind of weird.
It felt like it was more cohesive there towards the last 3.
Yeah, the last
couple
episodes, you got everything kind of nicely kind of lined up.
Because it's like the whole beginning half. I mean, I liked the whole season, but the whole beginning half did seem like kind of just random, and then, I mean, some of that stuff though served its purpose for the finale and stuff. But yeah, I feel like it was more cohesive there. Those last maybe 4 episodes, definitely last 3.
And even though I liked the whole Mandalorian thing going on with, the Mandalorians and them searching for Mandalore and all that, a lot of that felt a little kind of slow and uneven for me too. It's like I wish some of that was moving a little quicker and maybe put some other kind of things. I don't know exactly what I wanted. That's the thing. I don't know exactly what I wanted, but I just wish there was a little bit more, because for the most part, they spent a lot of time just on their little island place. Yeah. A lot of, they spent the good majority of the season there, and after a while it kind of got a little boring and monotonous, and it's like I wanted a little bit more to go on. And the thing is, I really truly thought Bo-Katan was up to something for the longest time.
Yeah,
because
I felt like she was gaining favor from everyone, and that like she was trying to like get everybody's trust and her accomplishing all these amazing things and to take it over.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought she was
like
going to
the
be
armor. And
yeah,
stuff.
I thought for some reason Bo-Katan was going to be a twist villain.
Yeah.
At the end of the season, and I was here for it. I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm here for it. I'm looking forward to this," you know. And that didn't happen
But not
at
even
all.
really necessarily a villain.
Yeah.
In a way, it's just she might want what's hers.
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah. Because I really enjoyed, like, the highlight of the season for me was definitely Bo-Katan, more so than Mando and Grogu. Weirdly enough, I really enjoyed Bo-Katan's story this season because she felt very unpredictable. I wasn't quite sure what to guess with her, and I just really liked her character motivations because everything she was doing was for Mandalore and trying to take back what was theirs, you know. And yet, in the end, it's like she was always totally loyal to her people, and that never wavered, pretty much. How'd you feel about Bo-Katan? Did you like Bo-Katan? I know Stephanie has seen like all the cartoon stuff, so she has like history with Bo-Katan. So I walked into this show, and I don't really have like that history with Bo-Katan.
I just Clone Wars, like I keep telling you to do.
I immediately just really liked Bo-Katan as a character, whether she was going to be a hero or a villain. I liked her either way. I like Katie Sackhoff just in general.
I like her. I like her character.
You guys, no Pedro Pascal this season. And what I mean, no face. No Pedro Pascal face. How'd you feel about that? That was a little upsetting. I want to see Pedro Pascal.
It is. It's just kind of very weird to watch something and not have a face, you know? And I'm not saying it like, oh my God, Pedro Pascal's face. You know, it's just, you know, you want to see the actor.
Yeah, I was reading
every now and then. Like, I like in the other seasons where we at least see him just briefly.
Yeah, he would take off the mask at least once or twice.
So, like, yeah, it is just weird to go through an entire season and not physically see
your main actor.
Yeah,
because I was even reading an article about this season that a big downside that I think a lot of people felt in what this article I was reading, that, you know, he is supposed to be your main character and you're not getting to see emotion on him. You know, you can't read him very well and you can't get emotion, like what he's really kind of thinking. And so it's like,
because like all that stuff in season 2 was like really great. Like when you do see his face and you feel that that connection he's all of a sudden getting with Grogu and also that other guy that I don't remember.
The bald guy, whatever that bald guy. Yeah, like that, because that episode he took his mask or his helmet off. So as a result, this season, I think that's why I liked Bo-Katan so much this season, because you actually physically get to see Bo-Katan. You get to connect with her before she does put on the helmet kind of full time. You know, you get to physically, emotionally connect with her and her journey and whatnot. And the Mandalorian, he's completely just kind of covered, and he falls very, very flat this season, unfortunately. And it's not really Pedro Pascal's fault because the voice acting is fine.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm not saying his acting is bad.
Yeah,
his acting's great, and I still can feel a connection.
Yeah,
you know, that he has with the people with him. But I feel like it would be a stronger connection at times if he had him more face to face. Physical, literal face-to-face interaction.
A lot of stuff is just kind of falling flat, and then it's like I'm not really feeling anything when I think the show wants me to feel something. You know, Grogu, as always, was adorable this season. How many adorable things did he do this season? Do you think we can recount all of them?
Spinning in a chair, eating space M&Ms.
Space M&Ms, the chair.
Attacking, I forgot the species.
The little Babu Freak looking things. Oh, that was best. When he was in the robot machine.
Ultimate cuteness.
Too much. Yes. No. Him leaping around.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Whenever he leaps around, you know it's just the puppet being pulled around on strings or something. I know, it looks really fake. It looks so fake, but it's so adorable.
When they do, like, because then they did a shot where he was on the ground and running, and he's kind of like floating in the air partially when he's running, and it's it's hilarious and adorable, but you don't care.
Yeah.
You know it's fake, but you don't care.
You know, Lizzo, the episode with Lizzo was like, I just want to hold the puppet. Just give me that puppet. They let her have that puppet.
That's all in my contract, I'd say I don't even want to get paid. I just want to hold the baby.
Let me hold Baby Yoda for one episode. His flashback with Ahmed Best, aka Jar Jar Binks. It's not really Jar Jar, but you know, I don't know what else to call him. That was a surprise cameo appearance. I love that.
Well, now I'm completely blanking on his character name for him.
I had it memorized. I had his character name memorized the day after because I saw articles talking about it. But yeah, I can't remember for the life of me what his character's name was.
Well, it was just funny because I watched I forgot what that show was called, the Jedi Challenge. That thing that was like the Jedi, the Hidden Temple, Legend of the Hidden Temple type game.
But Jedi kids, Jedi Academy.
I had watched that just for
did you?
Just for fun,
mm-hmm.
just because it was like they were like 20 minutes maybe, and it was just a little silly thing. So I watched that, and it was just cool seeing him do that stuff, and yeah, as soon as he popped up, I'm like, oh my god!
I'm kind of surprised. They just very randomly kind of had that flashback sequence with Grogu and Ahmed Best's character, and it was kind of randomly kind of in there in the season, and because
the armor was like triggering him.
Yeah, because that's been the big thing for the past couple seasons. Who saved Grogu? Mm-hmm. And now we know. The thing is, though, we still don't know kind of more where it went after that. Where did they go? How did he get to Tatooine? Right? Was that?
Well, see, then that makes me look forward to like the next season that he'll show up again and.
Yeah,
but then it makes you sad because you're like, oh no, where is he now? Like,
the guy who rescued him, is he dead? Is he alive?
Or is he just in super, hermit mode?
Yeah. So there's still story there for Grogu. I think they purposely kind of left that open because Grogu is their star attraction. He's their money maker. They need to linger him out as long as possible. They need to linger out that flashback.
It'd actually be kind of cool if his character was still alive, but in ultimate hermit mode. But then he comes to the aid for some reason, but then he gets killed. Like, to give him more of an actual proper episode, like more of a whole episode or something, like if he wasn't gone.
But yeah, overall, a good season. Probably not the best, but still a good season. A lot of people have been griping about this season like it's absolute trash. I mean, have you seen half the other stuff that's on television? Lately, I don't consider this season of Mandalorian to be trash at all, compared to some garbage out there.
No, it's nowhere near trash.
Star Wars fans, Star Wars fans, are they? It's like you love them and you hate them because you love that they're passionate, but also sometimes that passion gets a little too much.
Like I like to take what's given to me, and I'm just happy for
what you're given.
What I'm given.
I mean, I like to be critical, but at the same time, if I'm having a good fun time, that's all I ask for with stuff, as long as I'm having a good time. But yeah, good season overall, I think. Some uneven pacing and lack of emotional things kind of going on.
I think my most favorite things of this season were these last few episodes where we've got the prediction or the Thrawn name drop. General Hux's father showing up and it being his brother actually in real life.
Donald Gleason's real life brother popping up on the show playing his father. Playing General Hux's father. That was great.
That was cool. Getting the Praetorian Guards.
Yes.
And but still they have their different look to them than what we see later on.
Yeah.
Like those last couple episodes with all those just drops to nods to other things was just really cool to me.
I'm just very curious where we're going from here, because was really this whole season really mostly just to set up the Ahsoka season, because that's what it felt like, unfortunately, which could be either a good or bad thing.
Then what if all this is leading to Mandalorian season 4? We're gonna have an Avengers style Star Wars.
I just don't think any of this is tying in or connecting to season 4 of The Mandalorian, because the way this season ended, Mando and Grogu are just kind of out, living their best lives, living their best selves.
Dad mode.
Yeah, dad mode. And it seems like he's going to kind of go back to his roots, and he's just going to strictly stick with bounty hunting and getting paid for that. Kind of taking the type of jobs he wants to take that he'll be happy and comfortable with, so he can provide for Grogu.
So he can get him some more space M&Ms.
So yeah, I think that once again, that's part of just kind of the weirdness of this season, because it felt like a lot of this season had really nothing to do with Mando and Grogu's journey. It felt like a lot of this, it's like, oh, hey, we have the Ahsoka show coming up. We kind of need to set up what's going on there. Plus, we're trying to kind of weave back to like episode 9, right? No, 7. Episode 9. No, 7. Episode 7. With Kylo Ren, Rey, all
yeah.
Last Jedi? No.
Yeah.
What's that movie called? The episode 7, 7, 8, and 9, those movies. Because they're clearly trying to get to that point, because so many people were pissed off with those movies, like, okay, how did we get the First Order? How did we get Snoke? Why should we care about all this? I think what Mandalorian and then what Ahsoka's doing, they're trying to get to that. So there's the filler in the backstory to explain those movies, because everyone was so confused about what the hell was going on.
Yeah,
you know?
Even Poe was confused.
Yeah. So...
Because somehow Palpatine returned.
Because, yeah, big thing, yeah, Dr. Pershing with the cloning. Obviously, we know Snoke was some sort of clone. And then, yeah, Moff Gideon, he made clones. So, and then, yeah, there's all these little Easter eggs to the First Order, you know? So it's like, a lot of this was just massive setup, I think, for Ahsoka more than anything. Once again, nothing having to do with Mando and Grogu. And, yeah, the Ahsoka show, and then setting up to those sequel movies, you know? So, I don't know if this is all a good thing, a bad thing, if it's frustrating. It's kind of hard to tell right now. I think once we get everything, you know, then I think it'll all maybe feel a bit more cohesive and in sync together. Because right now it does kind of feel just rather sporadic in places. But yeah, any final thoughts?
Good season.
Yeah, good season. Once again, a little disjointed. Yeah, I'm definitely very, very excited for Ahsoka. I can't wait to see Thrawn. It should be great. Sabine, yes. Is Mandalorian and Grogu just going to randomly pop up for some stupid reason? Who knows?
Hey,
you know, let it be a Ahsoka show.
Here to help.
I'm here for the Rebels reunion show, okay? I don't care what happens at Ahsoka. I want the Rebels reunion show, okay?
Minus Kanan.
Yeah, poor Kanan. The last will not be there.
Oh,
He can be a ghost. He can be a ghost.
You know what I was thinking the other day? Now we're getting on to Ahsoka. I forgot his name. Their son. Forgot what they named him. Ahsoka. Jesus. Kanan and Hera's son.
Oh, he could be on the show.
I wonder if he's going to make a little appearance.
Cameo appearance?
And I can't think of how old he would be actually right now.
We did get Zeb. Zeb just randomly popped up.
That was very cool. And he looked good. Like, I was happy.
I love the special effects on him.
I was very happy to see that. He looked awesome.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if will he be in the...
Yeah, the special effects on Zeb were really good. So yeah, overall, as we keep saying, a good season, a little bit uneven, a little disjointed. Some stuff don't really kind of go in sync, but it's okay. It was still a fine season. Grogu's the best. Pedro Pascal's the best. Yes, I just want to see his face, you know. So, Stephanie, is that it? That's it, y'all. Have you seen The Mandalorian Season 3? What did you think about it? Did you like it as much as we did? If you didn't like it, that's okay. Have a nice, pleasant conversation with us down below. Maybe some of your things you were disgruntled with. That's okay. That's it for this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you like this video, you may like these other videos. Bye, guys.